Barbershops have always provided space for black men to speak about issues within our communities, to brainstorm about solutions. So today, we wanted to invite you all here to dialogue about issues in Baltimore City, but more so about positive examples of black male identity throughout the city. It's very obvious to me that there's a blueprint that exists within each and every one of you that allows you all to understand that you are indeed an asset in Baltimore City, an asset in America, an asset in the world. What is it? What is that poignant vibration, that poignant entity that lives within each of you that allows you to wake up every day and to see yourselves as a contributor, as an asset, as opposed to a deficit, a social formula? Jump in.
I'm the type that want to be proactive rather than reactive. So I'm trying to figure out different ways that we can keep our young people engaged in some positive programs.
I started out on the wrong end, making those bad choices. Ended up spending 20 years in prison. But while I was in prison, I used the prison system as an institution of growth and development and transformed from a boy or a male to a man. I used everything in that experience to make me who I am today. So I was like the caterpillar that's in somebody's yard that went into the cocoon and made that metamorphosis and transformed and came out. The sad thing for me was though, the generation gap. While I'm looking at young men coming in prison, see when I went to prison the crack cocaine experience wasn't here. But what I was seeing is how that experience traumatized not only the parents, but it traumatized the kids in their decision making and their living. And now it helped form and develop their attitude of life right now. So my goal was, how can I come home and help?
As far as getting out here in the physical world looking for a job, sometimes it is hard to go out there and you get denied 10 times, you get an interview, and then you go to the interview and you think you're about to get the job, and then they be like, well, you're not required enough to get this, maybe you can go to this and come back in 6 months, or sometimes it push you down, but when you get put down, you just gotta get back up and keep striving through it.
We all want to give something back to the community. Now, I like to do something back for anybody, kids, adults, it doesn't matter. And I think the black kids now, I think they need a lot of love. Like in my neighborhood, I talk to them kids in my neighborhood every day. I see them in the alley, I don't holler at them, I go talk to them. They call me, hey Mr. Evelyn, I love it.
Being 24 years old, I'm a lot closer to a lot of kids in the community. Like you said, I haven't been incarcerated for 20 years. I pray to God that I don't get that in my life, but I've been locked up, I've been in jail, I've been through the judicial system, I've been on the streets fighting, weapons, things. I've been exposed to things like that. I've been on the negative side and I've also been on the positive side. I choose to stay on the positive side because I see the repercussions of what you do when you choose to do things the wrong way.
Catholic school, tuition, things of that nature, predominantly white. The instinct of winning. I'm surrounded by all white kids. The tests come out, what you get. I had to beat everybody because they were looking for me to fail because I was black.
But the media is the massage. I think someone wrote, and it shouldn't be. They shouldn't be captivated by the massaging media. They should be inspired by their elders.